All right, guys, watch this video and then I'll talk about it and we can discuss it.
What do you think are some good things about marriage?
So I got lucky with who I got. So you meet people in your life that make you better, like I learned that how to love, how to, depend on other people. And I met this person that I could depend on for anything. Like right now, if you were to separate us, I'm not okay. And it's not like, forget my emotions and all that stuff. It's just, I might not make it through a week.
I feel you.
I really might not. It's just like, I have someone here who's like, bro, it's my compass. Like I know where to go because of her. That's the best thing about marriage.
Oh, wow. How romantic. I never again in my life want to be in a relationship with a man who can't live without me. And I'm not talking about in like a romantic love song kind of way. I mean, like, if anything were to happen to me, he wouldn't even know how to wipe his own ass. He wouldn't know how to blow his nose. He wouldn't be able to feed himself. Because all that means is, when I hear men say stuff like this, that means there's an overworked woman behind the scenes that he does not appreciate. And sure, they might say they appreciate this type of woman in public, but if they really appreciated her, she wouldn't be carrying the relationship and him on her back. And I have spoken on this before, as have many creators who make similar content. A lot of these men just wanted a wife. They just want a girlfriend because they need help running their life. They need a personal assistant. They need somebody to watch their kids. They need a manager. They need consistent sex. I would be appalled. I would be embarrassed if somebody asked a man that I was with, what does he love about me? And he didn't say, oh, she's funny, she's kind, and she stands strong in her beliefs. She makes boundaries and she is very ambitious. But he goes on to say a job description. He describes a personal assistant, an office manager, if you will. I feel really bad for women who have children with men who don't do anything. Men who say things like they're babysitting their kids. And society rewards these types of men because if something happens to the mom, the whole community will rally around this man and pitch in and bring him meals. And somebody will come by and help him clean his house. Everybody will come together to make sure this man can do what women have been doing alone without help for years. If you're in a relationship with a man, ask him, what do you love about me? Just ask. You're winning if he describes you as a person, things that he loves about your personality. You're not winning if he just describes you cook, you clean, I love that you take care of the kids and make sure I get to work on time and you pack my lunches for me and without you I wouldn't have gotten the promotion. He just describes you as a personal assistant, because that's what personal assistants do. No offense to women. No offense. We're all amazing, extraordinary people. But a lot of you are just personal assistants to these men. That's all they want from you. That's all you're good for to them. I might hire a personal assistant in the near future, and I want this person to run my errands for me, to monitor my social media. I want this person to respond to emails for me. I might have them pick things up from the store for me and make calls for me on my behalf and set appointments for me. And I'm going to pay this person to do these things for me. A lot of you are doing these things and you're not even getting paid for it. And society has tricked you into thinking as long as your man comes home at the end of the day, he's a good man. It makes me want to throw up stomach acid to know that there are so many women, I was once one of them, who think that they have a good man when in actuality all they have is a warm body. He's not doing anything extraordinary. He's just coming home. He's just there. And your self-esteem is so low that that's fine. You'll take it. When you have learned the lessons that I have learned and lots of women have learned, there's certain things that once you hear it, once you see it, you can't unhear it and you can't unsee it. And it forever changes the way you go through the world. There was a time in my life when what that man said would have been like romantic and music to my ears. But now that I know, now that I have been put on game, I'm just like, wow, his wife or girlfriend is being exploited. And some of you might say, well, at least he might be paying the bills. But think about it for a second. If you have a live-in nanny or a live-in chef, you're paying the bills for them to live there, but you still pay them. They still get benefits. They still get off days. At least most do. But most women work 365 days a year, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, constantly, even when they're sick. Even if they've just given birth, even when they've just overcome a major surgery or are in a major life crisis, in the throes of a depressive episode, they are still up on autopilot, running their households and taking care of their kids. It's not a flex to have a man who's thankful that you do everything for him. The flex is a man who wouldn't allow you to do everything for him.